Our captain in the Southeast region is giving us options when it comes to the full moon bite. So let's see what they are with Captain Jimbo Thomas. Take it away, Jimbo.
Hey, Brie, Rick, and Dave. You know, Wahoo, they can be found year-round, and one of the best times of the year to target the Wahoo is around the full moons of August, September, and October. There's a couple of ways to go about catching these Wahoos. One of the most productive tactics is to fast troll weighted lures anywhere from 10 to 15 knots, or you can slow down to 6 to 8 knots and fish a 3.5 to number 4 drone spoon or a sea witch and a bonita strip combo using a wireline outfit or behind a number 3 or number 4 planer. So most of your bites are going to be down deep. That's why you need to get that lure down there. Now, Wahoo also love to eat live baits under the kite or on the flat lines, and more bites will definitely come off big baits like a big Speedo, Blue Runner, or Goggle Eye. Those are all great choices. And with the big baits, it's not a bad idea to use a stinger hook. And also, Wahoos hang around floating debris, much like dolphin. They can be caught by trolling deep diving lures or dropping live baits or jigs around and under the floating debris. Now, the few Wahoo that have been caught lately have been on the troll with the planers, and the areas around Hillsborough Inlet has definitely been the hot area for the Wahoos. And just like most of our offshore fish, look for blue water with north current in that 100 to 500 foot range. I got a photo here, and this is an awesome 50-pound Wahoo caught by Anders, Tyler, and Brandon out of Boynton Inlet in 200 feet of water, and it hit a black and purple sea witch and a bonita strip behind a number 4 planer. So that's the area you want to go catch a Wahoo.
That's my inlet. Woo! Go, boys.
There you go. Well, also, even out of Boynton and Hillsborough and Miami and everywhere else, the weather's been relatively nice, making it easy to get offshore, so the swordfish bite's been really good in the last week. There's been some nice swords caught throughout the region, both in the day and the nighttime, but most everybody's daytime fishing nowadays. In the daytime, the fish are being caught near the bottom, that 1,500 to 2,000 feet depth. You want to use squid, bonita strips, or dolphin bellies. And from my experience with the swords, they're not real picky, so just about any other bait will work as well. I've caught them on bluefish, barracuda, you name it. Now, when you're out there in the daytime, it's always a good idea to put a couple of live or rigged baits out on the surface, just in case any mahi swim by. Now, if you're going out at night, those swords are coming up to the surface. They're being caught in that same 1,400 to 18-foot depth. You want to fish with rigged squid, live blue runners, and live speedos. And in the daytime, we're only fishing one. Some of the guys are fishing 2 rods on the bottom. But at night, you can fish a spread of baits staggered at different depths, anywhere from the surface on down to 400 or 500 feet. Now, moving out inshore, we've had quite a bit of bait starting to show up, moving south along the beaches. And following these schools of bait have been mostly snook and tarpon. But there's also been jack crevalles, barracudas, and sharks mixed in. And once those baits make it into the bays, they've also been being attacked by trout and mangrove snapper. Look for that bait on the surface, or look for bird activity, cast net, or sabiki, those live baits. Sabiki will not work with the mullet, so those will have to be netted. But work your live baits on the outside edges of the bait schools. Use a 3/0 to 5/0 circle hook, depending on the size of the bait, or you can cast 3 to 6 inch jerk baits on the surface and swimming plugs in black and silver or green and silver. And you want to try and match your lure size to the bait that you're seeing in that area. Now, we've seen some bait in the south end. Most of it's been more towards the north end of the region, and the annual bait migration should last a few more weeks, and it usually peaks around Columbus Day. And then staying inshore, there's been some great bonefish on the the flats of South Biscayne Bay. Bone fishing has been best first thing in the morning before that water gets too warm. You want to fish on the outside flats from Ragged Keys south to Angelfish Creek. Those bonefish have been tailing right up along the shoreline early in the morning on the higher stages of the tide. And also the inside flats from Caesars Creek to Broad Creek have also been holding schools of bonefish. They can be found mudding on the flats that have good tidal flow. Most of the fish are being caught on small live crabs, but you can use a decent-sized live shrimp or work quarter-ounce pink or brown skimmer jigs, and also crab pattern flies.
All right, Jimbo, thank you. Good report tonight. Very thorough across the board. We appreciate all your hard work. We're going to go and take a look at the What Are We Smoking Fish Dip hotspots from the southeast region. Jimbo says inshore. Look for the snook and tarpon in all the inlets and off of the beaches early in the morning and the evening, fishing with both artificial and live baits. And then offshore, drop a squid or a bonita near the bottom in 18 to 2,000 feet of water for daytime swordfish. Also put a couple of live or rigged baits on the surface for any of those mahis that might swim by while you're out there swording.
Well, the Fish Bites East region is last on our list, but certainly not least. So get ready to drop back and reel when we come back right here on the Florida
Insider
Fishing
Report. Hey,
Teamwork. Who's that?
The Florida Insider Fishing Report is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Shallow Sport. Penn. Let the battle begin. The Florida Keys and Key West. Come as you are. The IGFA. Every fish, every water, every angler since 1939. Island Lures. Tournament Tackle. Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy. Fishing for adventure. And Taco Marine. Troll the Edge.